this is what we'll be recreating using the EToH tower kit. So I think to start this out, I need some kind of reference. And right here I have Planet Coaster pulled up, and I can insert a Condor ride called the Rising Raptor. And I think I want to start with making the gondolas. We're gonna have this main arm that rises up and down. I think I'm gonna do that with a Morpher. We're gonna have two separate spinners, basically a spinner on a spinner. And along with that, these gondolas are actually gonna freely swing, because I'm pretty sure that's what they actually do. Yeah, you can kind of see how they kind of swing. Okay, yeah, perfect. So yeah, we're gonna have that going. And because this is an EToH ride, there's gotta be some kind of reference to the game. So I wanna make this like tower themed. Initially, I was thinking tower Zany architecture. I don't know exactly what the RGB values are, but if we made them kind of close to it, that doesn't really look that close, but just bear with me. Like, I think that could look cool in a way. I think it's a bit more yellow. Like, yeah, I think that looks good. And then we got a green arm. Green, white, purple gondolas. Zany Condor. The Zany Condor. Let's get started with this. So we're gonna make our gondola. So it's gonna be white. And I need the RGB values for the Zany architecture. So I spent like, how many tickets? Like 20 tickets or something on this prism thing, which is actually really cool because it gives you the exact RGB values for the colors you select. So I'm gonna get started by just, I guess, just shaping it out. So it's about, if we like were to look inside one of these, there's some decent space in it. Let's use a wedge. Or actually, no, let's not use a wedge right now. Let's just try to get the shape. So we're gonna use our Archimedes. We're gonna do that. Maybe get rid of this, and then we can have this be like that. And then this one's actually gonna come in pretty quickly. So we're gonna have this. Does that look good? That looks kind of good. It kind of looks like an airplane, sort of. Now we need to somehow make this like look good. Do I have a tool that? I feel like I remember having a plugin that allows me to fill in gaps. Sharpen, resize, align. Yeah, no, that's not it. Yeah, I guess I don't really have it. You know what? We're scrapping this. I have a new idea. And then with this wedge, we're gonna have this. Yeah, we're gonna have that, and then this is gonna be kind of like the sort of backside sort of it. Yeah, this actually looks pretty good. I did a good job. Okay. Then we can do this. So we're gonna take this. Maybe 0.5 is good. And let's see, what would it look like if we were to actually give some color? Okay, it's not bad. It's not awful. It's not like the best looking, but let's see. What if we do want to give it some bit of kind of look to it. And I think that looks good. Yeah, that looks amazing. Let's see if we make it like this. Okay, it looks a little bland. That's kind of what Zany architecture looks like. It's like a jagged arrangement of obstacles, and I think that looks cool. Okay, cool. Well, there's that. There's our neat little gondola. But now we can start with a spinner. Let's drag it over. Change our snap to grid. We could delete this. We don't need that anymore. Now we're just gonna need to group this. We're gonna name this the gondola. And then, how many does it say we need? For each one of them, it's 7. Okay, let's keep that in mind. Let's add a little bit more detail, actually. Just because why not? Alright, well, there is our gondola. So we have our spinner right here. And what I was thinking is this, we're going to have a tilting platform that's going to utilize gravity. And that's basically just gonna be like what tilts this thing. So we're actually gonna weld this. Now that we have that, just realized these need to be on anchor. So let's do that. So we can see that it actually does tilt. And I don't think it rotates along the origin, because as you can see, they do kind of swing here. So how does it swing, really? So we're gonna speed this up. So yeah, it does swing. It swings from this part right here. Okay, so we're gonna need... Oh man, okay. So yeah, basically this part is gonna be somewhere up here. We don't exactly know where yet, but it's gonna be somewhere here. Now we need to weld this to the spinner. And to do that, we need to make this part. So there is a part inside here. See if I could get a good angle here. Let's go in spectator mode. This thing rotates. Yeah. So we have this huge arm that rotates. And there are supports that kind of stem out. They kind of branch out from each other and connect within one another. So we're gonna have this cylinder loaded to the middle. Let's do that. Let's drag that out. So I don't know what did it just do. Okay. Okay, so basically we're gonna have these arms stick out from the back and the front. Okay. It seems easy. So let's go ahead and get another part, and we're gonna insert it into this. So this is the origin of our ride. There's that. So I can have this, and then we can edit the pivot so that it's on the thing. There you go. So if there are 7 gondolas per arm, 180 degrees divided by 7, 25.714, and then we're gonna double that. So 25.714, and then basically copy and paste it. That looks like it's 7, but it is way, I mean like way too small. So we're gonna space this out a bit. There you go. So there's 7 right here. Let's move this out of the way. Yeah, we're gonna have this spinner basically be at the origin of it. And then these are actually just gonna be like here. There you go. That's actually perfect. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have this with that, and then once it kind of gets there, it takes a quick detour to that, which is an interesting angle. Oh, I see how we could do this. Okay, and it's gonna be kind of, oh man, that's a bit tough. Here, let's do this. So we're gonna have this be at an origin. So let's get this thing back in the middle. So yeah, add a pivot. This pivot's gonna be right there in the middle, and then I have that there. So yeah, we're just going to take this as an example. So I have this, and that's yeah, this should be at the middle. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's do like a 5-degree snap to grid, and that's pretty close. About 2.5. Oh, that's getting even closer, dude. 1.25. There we go. That's about the angle that it should be at. We can then group this at a pivot. This is gonna be in the middle. There we go. Look at that, it looks pretty. So yeah, now that we have that, now it's kind of like a scaffolding sort of design. And this is the part where I think it's gonna get pretty difficult. Now they should meet at a central point. Okay, so if I had these, yes, if I had this, right, because that's coming from that one and then turning from the middle one. So yes, this should meet at a central point. Right there. I don't know how to pinpoint this. Here, let's do it like this. So I have that there, and then they kind of meet there. Perfect. Okay. And then they kind of just go in like that. So we could have 50? Is 50 good? Let's try 45. Let's try, yeah, 47? 47 might work. Guess now that I have this, I could just remove all these outer ones. Okay, now, one thing I do want to try doing now is maybe move this in a little bit. Okay, so it works. It's just some of the stuff are unwelded, and we should probably fix that. We're gonna name this full gondolas. Okay, and we got double clown trick, guys. So let's fix that and see how this turns out. Look at that. It's a little bit iffy. Hold on, maybe I think we have to make this all can't quite fall. So that might be what we have to do. There you go. Look at that. It is spinning the wrong way though. I do want to spin the other way. And this would be its traditional color, being that smooth plastic. Look at that. It looks like it's done for the most part. And now I just got to make all the other ones. So we'll do that right now. So we are starting with a new spinner. It looks like it's just a cylinder with spokes. And those spokes I could probably make with corner wedges. So and then for this, we're gonna use a union. So yeah, it works. This is moving too fast, I think, though. It looks like it moves too fast. I think if I were to just like change the density of these things, thinking maybe it'll fix itself. There we go. So now we got that. I think that's good enough. Lastly, we're gonna have a tower that navigates up. So now we're gonna have this tall tower. And now it's time for the final part. Okay, now this is going to be put on top, and then this is actually going to be the same size. This is going to be here, and then we're going to have a clock. Okay. I don't think I need to have this one here. I could probably just remove that button, to be honest with you. There we go. Okay. And then basically we're gonna have, where's the constraint at? Here's the constraint. Well, this to that, and then we're gonna have this whole spinner be within the morpher. Condor spinner, and then this thing would be called the Condor. And let's see how this turns out. There we go, and it moves up. Now we need the script here. Default speed, we don't need to change that right now. Tween, quad, in, out. We want in, out. There we go. Look at that. I guess we could also do a little bit of design here by adding supports. Alright, so I decided to change the black to a bit more of a purple. I gave the name. It's called Tower Zany Condor, and everything seems to be working correctly. So I think that's it. So there's our ride.